No one escapes my sight! One is most impressed. The path that leads through this abode defies those of ordinary abilities. The one before you is the Adeptus Cloud Retainer. Now speak of the matter which brings you here.
Did you build this whole place?
You surmise correctly. This place did one self-build, as did one design the mechanisms within. In fact, even Gui Zhang and Rex Lapis themselves found one's technological accomplishments to be worthy of commendation.
This place is huge, and there are so many mechanisms. Do you really have this whole place to yourself? What's it even for? Did you build it as your private mechanism workshop or something?
Probably.
It's just like the stories say. The Adepti leave the human world, find somewhere to go be a hermit, and then they research and invent all these amazing things.
One is simply not partial to the tedium of social interaction, and wished to find some peace and quiet. Find it one did. Shortly after which, you arrived bearing your sigil of permission. But enough. State the matter which brings you here at once. You have disturbed the tranquility of this place for long enough.
Yeah. You also have hill trolls and slime disturbing your place, so you're not going.
Rex Lapis.
And we're not the
Assassinated? How can this be? Such a heinous crime! Who would dare? The notion is so preposterous as to be unbelievable. One shall have to verify the truth of the matter independently. Perhaps one shall quash Liyue first, then convene with the other Adepti.
Wait, what? Did you just say squash Liyue Harbor? Are you seriously gonna wipe out the whole city?
Only a response of sufficient magnitude can negate the possibility of further incidents. It is as you say. We have protected Liyue Harbor under the leadership of Rex Lapis for 37 centuries. But in the face of this coup, by nefarious actors, exceptional measures must be taken.
Yikes! Quick, you gotta think of something. She wants to squash Liyue flat, and it doesn't seem like she's bluffing. Exactly what Paimon was gonna say. We made all that delicious food and gave every last bit of it to you. We were hoping you might help Liyue out, not wipe Liyue out. Or at least let's, discuss it first. Can't hurt for you to get a second opinion.
Contract? A cruel irony that you should appeal to the notion after the merciless murder of the god of contracts himself. The people of Liyue seem quite content to dispense with their contracts. They are quite adept at taking that which is composed of black and white and turning it gray. Nevertheless, since you come here in the name of contracts, far be it from one to abandon one's own contractual obligations. Least of all when you come bearing a sigil of permission. Rex Lapis infused these sigils with adeptal power when he first cast them. That power once aided humans in battle. Most of the sigil's power has long since worn off. It is but a keepsake now. This keepsake cannot be taken as proof of your trustworthiness. One must investigate the claims that you make independently. This, no doubt, is Mooncarver's very reason for summoning us. Your audience with the Adeptus before you is now concluded. Leave at once, and...
So then, I wonder what happens next. Or go to my chat. Are we gonna have a little chit chat with that child? Okay.
Oh, this seems to be Wang Shu-in. Compared to Joyun Karst, this place seems basic. Are we really gonna find an Adeptus here? Let's take a look.
We're gonna meet all of them?
Oh, he's not here?
To the blind, everything may not be as it appears. A sigil of permission? You came prepared. Though this only prevents me from hurting you myself, doesn't stop you from getting hurt in other ways.
Paimon doesn't get it.
Too much contact with our world is breaking the rules. Mortal souls are not as robust as those of Adepti, nor can your blood carry this level of adeptal energy. It's for your own good. Leave. Now.
Wait a sec, we came here to... Paimon's peeved. All he does is think about himself. Paimon wants to give him an ugly nickname. But if you tick off an Adeptus, the only thing you'll probably ever find in treasure chests is cabbages. Blech. Guess we should go ask the boss lady of the inn about just how she manages to talk to Adepti.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Huh.
Let's think about lucid presence, define the identical facial features and formula by floating elf companion. No, can't place you. Yeah, tell me more about that Adeptus.
Oh, you've already met Xiao. Not bad. Not often he's in a good enough mood to agree to see people.
That's his good mood?
Oh yes, the Adepti are very hard to come by. Many people go their whole lives praying to them, never once actually getting to see one. When the Geo Archon built Liyue, he borrowed power from the Adepti. But most of them only know how to protect Liyue by fighting. So for many millennia, it has instead been humans who have led Liyue.
You really know a lot, huh, boss lady?
It's not boss lady, it's just boss.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Bad.
seeing as you have the favor of the Adepti, things should be a lot easier. Well, if you want to know my opinion, if you keep Xiao in a good mood, things should be okay.
Good mood? Can't really imagine what a good mood looks like for that vigilant yaksha.
Will be interesting, won't it? Come to think of it, I've never seen him smile either. How about this? You go see the chef for a bowl of almond tofu and a plate of whatever it is you're best at making. Almond tofu is one of the few human foods Xiao likes. The other dish is up to you.
Up to us, eh? What do you think you're the best at cooking? Wow! Never heard of that one! Paimon wants to try it! But if we're gonna be cooking for an Adeptus, perhaps a satisfying salad would be the safer choice.
Oh, come on. This was basic.
Can't you see I'm on a break, kid? Scram! Scram!
Whoa, this chef guy's service is about as good as that Wagner guy's back in Mondstadt.
I see. If it's for the boss, then guess I don't have a choice now, do I? But my heart's not really in it right now. Not enough to make a dessert as painstaking as almond tofu.
And why is that?
A fencer's hand must be steady. So too must the hand of a chef.
Okay.
But my hands, they're not steady. Because a traveler once told me that this inn is haunted. And then just now, in the kitchen, I saw something. Something not right.
This chef looks so intimidating, but speak of ghosts and he becomes weak.
Yeah.
I keep thinking, even Wangshu Inn isn't safe. I can't keep a steady hand for something like almond tofu.
All right, in the name of high-quality almond tofu, we need to go check this kitchen out.
Yeah, I'll see that.
Doesn't seem to be anything.
Oh my god.
What? You saw it too? There really is a ghost. What? How could I?
Okay, so he's useless now. What do we do? Forget it. Let's just go see the boss lady again.
Scared of something so insignificant. Hard to believe he was once a notorious bandit.
You don't seem that afraid of ghosts, boss lady.
Gods and ghosts. I've seen it all before.
Come to think of it, others don't seem to know there's an Adeptus here at the inn except for the boss lady.
Shh. Say any more and you'll be divulging my little secret.
Little secret.
Right. Best you two be off. Go see to it that that little ghost doesn't go scaring anybody else. Not that I'm ordering you around. It's like the Adeptus said. Mortal souls are not as robust as those of the Adepti. So as not to be harmed when dealing with the Adepti, you can start by practicing with that ghost. There is a calligraphy painting in the inn known as the Witness Sigil. It's been in circulation for over 1,000 years. Go take a look at it. Once you have, look for a place outside where you can see the exact same Witness Sigil formation.
Still there.
There she is! So scary! Quick, you grab her! She's trying to get away! We have to follow her! If it's as the boss lady said, she won't disappear like last time! Doesn't know when to give up!
Oh, what is
This
this?
old decrepit ruin guard? Surely it's not possessed.
Never seen this enemy before. That's fast.
Let the show begin!
A touch of frost.
All right.
Swift and merciful. Force my blade. One with my blade.
Not so hard!
blade! Attack!
La la la! Ha ha ha!
Force my blade!
Silly churl, Billy churl. Finally caught you! Paimon's pooped.
Paimon's
Silly Billy churl. Haunting things isn't nice. Little girl, are you listening? Chilly churl, frilly churl. Now listen here, young lady. Oh,
Oh, now she goes and
okay. Dusky Ming won't tease the travelers at the inn anymore. Next time, you can come play with Dusky Ming. If you don't come and play, Dusky Ming will come find you.
what the heck? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What? You really got the ghost to promise to stop haunting the inn? Wow, you really are something. I am in your debt. Please, wait a moment. I'll make you the smoothest, silkiest bowl of almond tofu. Haha, my hands are steadier than ever now that she's gone.
You two, again.
Wait, don't go disappearing again.
What's this?
It's your favorite almond tofu, as well as this distant traveler's best dish, a satisfying salad. Quick, tell him everything before he finishes eating.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that real quick.
Rex Lapis. How could this be? I can't imagine it. Though times have changed, I've never imagined a Liyue without him. The ruling Qixing. Just what role have they played in this? I will seek Mooncarver, Mountain Shaper, and Cloud Retainer. It is time they too made their decisions. Adepti do not turn on their responsibilities. I have my reasons to not want to be tainted by the mortal realm, but responsibilities are responsibilities. Our god is the god of contracts, after all.
Wait, Paimon still has one last question. That Dusky Ming, she's...
When conquering demons, on occasion, you can come across spirits who have never hurt anyone, yet are also not yet able to be moved on. So I asked the innkeeper and the boss if they could keep her here for a time.
So really, Longshu Inn was looking after her. Really keeping a wide range of business going, huh?
Turn the Liyue Harbor and find Child. Okay, yeah, now we're going back to Child. Another. Oh yeah, Child. If you didn't know, Child, aka Tartaglia, one Harbingers. He appears to be a nice guy, although I don't know about that, concerning his status.
We have some new items in.
Finally, a seat with a view. Liyue cuisine is inedible.
Liyue cuisine is disgusting.
You finally returned. How was your journey to Jueyun Karst? I see. Huh. Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer, Conqueror of Demons. Some of these names have never come up in the intel the Fatui gets hold of. As a returning gift, I too have information for you. Regarding the Archon's passing, the Liyue Qixing's response really has given me food for thought. They've announced that, as the true killer has not yet been found, they are not allowing anyone to pay their respects to the Exuvia. They've even gone so far as to try and cut off information. But with the right of dissension and all, even the Qixing isn't able to keep a lid on things.
Exuvia?
Yeah, what's that?
It's common knowledge in Liyue that Rex Lapis is also an Adeptus. The Geo-Archon is also the god of contracts, and is also known as the Exuvia, prime of the Adepti. The mighty and illuminated Adepti of today all signed contracts to protect Liyue way back then.
Guess that explains why they're all so focused on Liyue's well-being.
Naturally, they both have the responsibility and the aptitude for the job. If the ruling Qixing became unable to perform their duty properly, the Adepti have the right to take corrective action. The Geo-Archon's spirit has risen, so why would the Qixing hide his vessel? Truly suspicious.
Oh, right! He's the whole reason we came here! If the Liyue Qixing has locked up Exuvia and won't let anyone near, then our quest to find the Seven is already over.
Oh, you're trying to find the Seven? And just why might that be, pray tell? Nice answer. A knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be no knight at all now, would they? But I can help you with that too, you know.
Really?
Give me some time. Time to find someone. Someone who can help you break through this stalemate. Truly fascinating. The harder they try to silence the situation, the greater the chaos that erupts. If you want to be around to see it all come crashing down, best you stay alive until we next meet, yes?
What? Stay alive? Wait, see it all crashing down.
Liyue cuisine is disgusting.
What? 29? Oh, come on. Dumb mastery. Come on. I guess I can do the Dragon Spine after request. Yeah, I guess I will do that. It's our conquest level 29. Great. Let's do this.
Liyue cuisine is disgusting.
Actually, okay.
Liyue cuisine is inedible.
This was just a short. Or maybe. How long have we been? I wonder how long this streak has been. Actually, I'm not gonna bother. Let's just go.
Holy cuisine is
Yeah,
inedible.
it's supposed to be a drug. It's supposed to be when we do drugs as well. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah, I like the Genshin Impact. Like it. Like the music. I'm not gonna lie, it slaps. I'm guessing we don't have to encounter any more of those. Hopefully we don't have to encounter any like Geo enemies. Or anyone like a stone shield. I mean I got a claymore for that, so it's fine. Besides I like the more Geo abilities.
I won't let you down.
Oh wow, that was good. Even more, bro. Okay, I've got to. Okay, I've got to check out. Okay. HP, that's always nice. So becoming healing by 20%. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna just enhance. I want to enhance this a little bit. Extra HP. That's one new bonus attribute. Wait, I've already maxed that extra attack. I've already maxed out this artifact? Dang.
Let the show begin.
Like it. 605. Oh, the new personal healing the equivalent to like. Wait. Check stats. Let's see. Scale. Unhit normal attacks. Scales Mario's Magic's HP. Yeah. Yeah, so like more HP HP that Barbara has, the more points that she can do. Like she can give you more HP. Also, he was also good for like being in the water. So I mean, like at a certain level, you didn't have to swim like some short characters like let's say Barbara. Like she's short. Yeah, she's a little bit shorter than Traveler. I mean, if you've seen the kid character Jill, or else, if you're taller, you won't have to swim at a certain level. Wait, what? Lower the stroke
Spin blade! From whence you came! A touch of frost!
I'm trying to like last weekend. He's pretty powerful. Especially when you choose him and the club, you do lots of damage. Oh my gosh, Mountain. That is Dragon Spine.
Forth, my blade! From whence you came!
Travelers, and whatever you say, there's no dissuading them. If you're serious about this, is to keep an eye on your body temperature at all times. If your temperature drops too low, not only will it slow you down, but you can also injure yourself. If you are lucky enough to get attacked by a monster, let's say, well, that's a lot of situation you want to find yourself in. Get yourself to a source of heat and warm back up while you're playing your next move. Oh dang. It's true. Yeah, yeah, the mountains. This is by far the most dangerous place in town for monster. Alright, thank you. Yeah, what can you tell me about Dragon's Bite? Everything is more far more dangerous. Explosion. Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that. Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Four. Oh, how nice.
The situation here seems trickier than I thought.
If only we had some help
Wait,
here.
what? Let me see. This tutorial and stuff. Yeah, what was that ruin hunter we saw? When suspended in midair is highly dangerous, but also exposes the core on his head. Sub-zero climate. You will continuously accumulate shear coals. When shear coal reaches this limit, your character will start rapidly losing HP. You may be unable to use some gadgets. What? Yeah, this is unlike anything I've seen before. This also comes from strange ice. What? Unmeltable ice? You can have look right. There's a large slab of ice in that kind of mountain, on the outsider boundaries. Who knows what's inside it? Alright.
Or you might just freeze.
Investigate strange ice. Yeah. Cook. Oh yeah. Almond tofu, we'll see. It's an attack dish. What do you need for this? You need almonds. You can buy Liyue, obviously. Of course. Yeah, it's gonna... Restores 46% stamina. Oh, how nice. Oh, this as well. Okay, I'll control this. They make a special dish. Oh, let's see this. What's that? Wait, what? Wait, what? Why are you... Okay, record that. Okay, I'll just like cook like... I'll make like 3.
Come and have some hot soup, or you might just freeze.
I'll talk to them. What kind of... I like a little something. Rice and veggie soup. I just want to burn. I'm gonna burn my money. I'm gonna buy all 10. Joel. Oh wow. Let's see. What do you want, Joel? kiddo. You did great. You mentioned then I said that I didn't mention the outskirts of the entombed city. Oh, I have a. Oh, okay. So I have point fates. It's got a 5-star. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna. This is the entrance. Wow.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Alright, yeah, you go. Yeah, you go, Barbara.
Seems like that nun's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
That's interesting.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
Oh, frick.
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you.
Oh, yeah.
The honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the nuns of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
We're looking for Albedo.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
You're a very interesting nun.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
Yeah, as far as nuns go, you're fairly serious.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Oh my gosh. Sub-Zero climbing. Just Sub-Zero climbing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can get out of that area. Follow Albedo's tracks. It's Geo, ain't it? Okay, so where she's headed.
What?
This way.
Not so hard!
Oh shoot!
Not so hard!
Oh shoot! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! It's cold.
Let's dance!
It's cold.
Another test subject. Have a little taste. Fry! Fry! Picked.
One with my blade.
Freeze!
Let it rain. I'll race you there.
Wind blade. One with my blade.
Let's dance.
That's a
know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very...
Breaking and quicker to engulf your character in that energy. You'll stop accumulating sheer colds. Oh, really? Okay, so that.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
I'll put you on. Have a load of this.
Yo, is this for death, Louis?
Should have got this.
With the wind!
Oh, this Dean. Oh my god, yeah, it's Fatui.
Forth, my blade! From whence you came!
This was well done.
That is shit.
Well done. Almost. Roasted fried. I stood up.
Swift and merciful! From whence you came!
Send this quickly.
No one escapes my bet you can't keep...
Let's not waste time.
Swift and merciful!
Send this
Twin blade!
I guess this is it. This was well done.
One with my blade!
You need to hurry up. Roasted fried. You need to hurry up.
Swift and merciful!
Must counterattack. This was well done.
Submit for judgment!
Go, Barbara, go!
You need to hurry up.
Let's dance!
Feel close.
Disappear!
Shouldn't get careless.
Jesus. It wasn't that it was hard, it's just that, yeah, these new enemies, yeah, took me some time to, how do I say this? Well, they look like...
Let the show begin!
Yeah. Yeah, the fire can help me. Very nice. So all that's there. Let's see. So that Fatui skirmisher. Manipulate G-O-N-G. Some crystal shields. Perhaps an element that reacts to Geo can make quick warding of their buff. Oh my gosh, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, why is it
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Seems like there's more to being a nun in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized. Let's dance!
A Tetris rock! This spells the end of the Exorcists.
Let's move.
I'm not as good dead at this point.
Frostbite. Frozen. Quick splash frost. Not going anywhere. I must collect myself.
After all that training.
Fire. Oh my god. I am completely unprepared for this. Oh gosh. C6 bar can revive her teammates now.
da 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 da.
Let's go. My subject defense. Okay, so come over here. What is this? A kind of legionnaire. A cryo. Yeah, sub-zero climate. Okay, wait. What if I use an arrow? What if I shot an arrow going that way?
Told you I'd win.
Yeah, but that. Oh my god, that's a big enemy. Ancient brine. Cannot be melted with pyrotex. It's an attack affected by scarlet quartz. Oh, it's only scarlet quartz. The only scarlet quartz is guarded by that giant.
Swift and merciful.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Very clean. Force on my blade.
Hey, that's cheating. Ready, steady, go! No escape!
One with my blade. Submit for judgment. A touch of frost. Wind blade.
Let the show begin!
A touch of frost. Wind blade. With the wind. One with my blade. From whence you came.
Oh my god.
Let the show begin!
That was kind of hard. I ruined her own chance.
Force my blade. Wind blade. Wind blade.
I'll race you there!
I think it's her high level. bit. Especially Changyoon. For you, 35.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Where should I go? Jesus. I still have, I mean, I still have a lot of
I wonder when I'll be as tall.
yeah, I'm a level. Okay. This one's everyone's over 5,000, like, and then travels like 1.5.
A touch of frost.
special objective for my achievement book, or whatever it's called. I have to get 4.
I feel like running.
Okay, where's that? It's right, oh, yeah, right here. So, like, yeah, enhance 6 and artifacts level 4. So, I just gotta go with that one.
Let it rain.
Disappear!
We have just completely melted the unmeltable ice. Why did I not even see that? What? Yes. As this work demands, I must hold my outlook in sight. There's a statue of the sun there. Oh, it's Almeida.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves sketching. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Sketches everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Let's see how it's
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my sketch. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
What's up with sketching hilly churros? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my sketch, it may give you a clue.
right.
Wow! Look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
Mm-hmm. We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
Your research, if I could procure your assistance in my research.
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Why did he do that?
You can do that?
Yes, Akumi really is miraculous.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound? Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, this already happened.
La la la, ha ha ha! Let's dance!
Swift and merciful! Windblade! One with my blade!
has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible.
From come on your breakthrough.
Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey! How would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Okay.
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
I don't follow. Seems like it has to be. Yeah.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Crap. Well, I said don't
Not so hard! No one escapes my sight!
Windblade!
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
It's not hugely reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
I'll race you there. Let it rain.
Disappear! One with my blade!
La la la, ha ha ha!
Here, should do for catalyst purposes. This one, usable with a bit of polish.
Waypoints can
What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Come think of it, guys. I might see if I can just finish the entire Dragon Spine story quest. So yeah, this room will be all about that.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Oh my god, I'm burning.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drink some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant.
By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up.
Yeah, you can say that.
What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
City reputation. Adventure rank Ascension 1.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
Yes.
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again.
They don't name their rarities. They just name them after known stars.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
I'm not cooking another one too. I'd like to do that right now.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight! This must be electrohypostasis powder! The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it!
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep, guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
A touch of frost. Wind blade. A touch of frost. Swift and merciful. From whence you came. Wind blade. Forth my blade. Disappear.
No escape!
One with my blade. From whence you came. Wind blade. Swift and merciful.
Come on, we can do it! Let's dance!
A touch of frost. Wind blade.
to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to sketch those hilly trails? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like sketches?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
come to think of it, while Rex Lapis enjoys visiting his people in private, he only descends officially once every year. None of the other gods do this. Does Rex Lapis have any deeper intentions?
I have my guesses. You see, those annual divine predictions have already captured the hearts of the people of Liyue too much. Round and around, they analyze and scrutinize every single word, finding limitless hidden meanings within them. What do you think would happen to Liyue if such predictions were available every day?
Paimon gets it now. Paimon would be offering Rex Lapis's favorite snacks to him every day. If you could just get Mora straight from Morax's hands, who would ever need to do a day of honest work?
You made some logical leaps, but that's basically how it is. About those books in the restricted section that Lisa mentioned. Have you ever wondered what sort of books might be kept in there? Perhaps it contains books not suitable for children.
Huh? But the Boar Princess isn't in the restricted section. What could be more unsuitable for children than that? Paimon's curious.
So here in Mondstadt, alchemy is practiced out on the streets?
Is that so strange?
In many of the worlds I've been to in the past, alchemy has always been a secretive art. Watching alchemy being practiced as a part of daily life is like being in a world where people have 3 stomachs. Where do those treasure-chasing Seelie come from, I wonder?
Maybe they grow out of the ground. Or maybe they fall from trees. Well...
Lisa and Amber feel a bit like sisters.
Huh? Why is that?
Okay, let's just, oh, crap. Oh, wait, I can't move from, level showing you. Man, that's lots.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test. I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested adventurer, I see. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Now I know why they say it's
keep up with me.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
No one escapes by itself. I'll race you there. Let the show begin!
A touch of frost. It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey! Explaining things is Paimon's job!
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
Oh my god. Oh, you're back.
You didn't leave the mountain?
Nope, I'm running.
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments. I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Listen, sister, your guard's so high you can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
He doesn't look like he has a dark side. He doesn't actually. He looks very innocent. Very laid back.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion.
Ya, ya. Time to sleep. ¿Y eso? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Ah? ¿Qué es ese basura ahí? Recógela y ya, y a dormir. Tienes 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Pick it up this.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, and that's it. It's time to sleep. It's too late.
It's only 11:42.
Yeah, pick it up that one. Time to sleep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself? It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
You do have that one meme that makes me happy.
Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Friends of company, fine.
Well, glad I can count on you.
Nice.
I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike. both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
Look at that! Looks like someone made camp here. Are other people adventuring nearby? Let's see how our fellow explorers are doing.
That was a great story. That was very nice. Well, let's look at this. We'll take a look at this, and then we'll end the stream.
Are you here to explore the snowy mountain too?
You scared me. Please, don't scare me like that. I was giving my research report some much-needed consideration.
That was cute.
But you were just standing over there, staring into space.
Not at all. I was just thinking of a name for a new subspecies of sweet flower I propagated. It has seeds that are 4 times as large as normal. Oh, are you interested? Wonderful. Next time, please allow me to show you the fruits of my work.
John, I'm cooking for you tomorrow.
Wait, what?
For my hair appointment, because mom works.
Oh, really? Wait, what are you making me?
Escafado for you.
Oh, okay. Looking forward to it. Alright, I'll be back there in a moment. I'll be out there in a couple minutes.
Mic on.
Alright. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I'll show you later.
It's a shame. If I wasn't coming to this mountain, I would have brought some samples with me.
Yeah, weren't you doing research in the city? How come you're here?
Timaeus and I were helping Albedo organize research data. Timaeus just left, in fact. You didn't run into him?
Sure didn't.
He said that he wasn't as sharp as Albedo when it came to data. By quite a long shot, in fact. The significance of some things Albedo is able to grasp almost immediately, but we, on the other hand, take considerable time. I fear that this must be the difference in our knowledge and experience showing. Timaeus seemed rather depressed about the matter. He said he was going to take a walk, so I'm currently settling the leftover affairs myself. I was originally going to take a look around myself after finishing up here, but unexpectedly, I gleaned some interesting data from these reports. But, well, guess my search for secrets will have to wait.
Secrets? Ooh, what secrets?
Actually, do you two have time right now?
They have time. I don't have time. Because I have sleep.
Don't have anything on us but that.
Then, could I ask you for a favor? In truth, I feel like Albedo is concealing something from myself and Timaeus.
But isn't he your teacher? What would a teacher have to hide from his students?
That's true, but I feel like he's always hiding something. It is my personal guess that it is some great secret of alchemy.
Wait, How are you so sure? Timaeus and I are both passionate researchers of alchemy. If it was anything else, Albedo wouldn't have any reason to hide it from us. You do have a point. Could you help me investigate what it is that Albedo's hiding? Please. I'm just too curious. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm curious about Albedo's secrets.
Yes! Thank you.
Wow, she seems very excited.
Alright. Let's take a little trip, shall we?
Oh my gosh, never seen secrets. This is exactly. Alright. Great. We will start this. Find out Albedo and learn a secret. Yes. We are gonna dig deeper into. We're gonna dig deeper into something. We're gonna dig deeper into Albedo's personality and stuff that he's hiding. We will learn all about that. We're gonna have secrets with us. We will do the story quest in the next stream. I'll see you guys later.